Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, still in the Shadow Temple, still with my guest, this beautiful stone umbrella. I guess someone else might be here as well, but my main focus here is this beautiful stone umbrella. Hello to you.
For the purposes of this LP, Joth Ending has been replaced with a killer robot.
Marvellous. And that is the end of that conversation.
Goodbye. Alright, so...
Stone umbrella. Right. Something weathering. Art installation which is an umbrella made of stone which steadily wears away over the course of time. And it's a commentary on global warming and immigration in that order.
Yes.
It's almost like we've said this stuff before, but we haven't. You didn't hear it from me. And now we're both unsure whether or not to acknowledge the fact that we did kind of have a failed recording between the last episode and this one.
Just as is the theme of this temple, Audacity died.
Yeah. So, it recorded the first episode, but then parts 2 and 3 of the Shadow Temple, it died rather fittingly, and so we're having to redo that. I had to restart the game and play through the first 20 minutes of Temple again, and all is good now. And it's funny, I was saying, oh, no, we'll only acknowledge that happened if we have to, and then immediately the first thing I do in the episode is, oh, by the way, the last 2 episodes didn't record.
By the way, failure.
Me as fuck. But I believe it was in this room we were having a discussion about Banksy, and Tyra Banks is an anagram of Banksy art, but we don't know who Tyra Banks is. And also graffiti.
Morality.
Yeah. Like, is it really? Should you? But then if it's not other people's stuff, then maybe it's yes. But if you graffiti on air that has existential crisis, I don't know, it was funnier the first time.
If you graffiti on existential crisis.
Just spray paint the air.
Do spray paint the manifestation of an existential crisis.
Oh, now my brain is aching.
That is to say, spray paint my soul.
Oh. just oh. You are a winner. Twist, the prize is phantoms. Oh.
Just...
Oh, I forgot this platform was invisible. Fortunately, this game uses actual logic, sort of, where invisible stuff still exists even if you can't see it.
Well, that's good.
Nearly. My butter shoes, which we worked out in the 3rd episode, but I'm announcing it here because I just remembered. When I say butter shoes, it sounds like I'm talking about butt issues, therefore I shall refer to these hover boots as the hemorrhoid boots from now on.
The perfect.
And also, this room is full of floor teeth, which is a place where you can store teeth. It's more appropriate because it's not in your mouth, so...
It's better.
It's better for the environment.
Key set examples by having teeth in other places.
Yeah, like... inside my leg drawer. Like, could someone help me with that? Because I know I made a joke about us Brits having leg drawers. Like, we have emergency drawers in our right thigh for storing TNT paraphernalia. I can't remember which video I said that in. Could someone please help?
That's perfect.
It's true.
Did we talk in the first episode about just unlocking the door with a leg?
Oh, we had that idea, yes, of like, you go up to a door, and I could use a key to open this, but why when I could flirt with the door and just hot leg, just raise your heel up so that it's up against the door frame, and then the lock just pops open because it's sweating too hard. Leg so hot you fry an egg.
It's beautiful.
Now, how did I goodly with these? Did I just... Oh, I must have just hookshotted them using the hookshot. Because
you did
that's
these
how...
with the good shot hook.
Yes. Just beautiful. This commentary deserves some sort of prize. Like the Turner Prize, but a bit less rotatey.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. I'll become qualified to award that and then do it.
Good, because I don't know how I'd survive without someone qualified to do that but isn't me. I don't brain anymore. I cannot brain today. I have the dumb.
Don't we all?
Or do we? This room is completely useless, as you are.
The other thing that came up in one of the dead recordings, I think, was that orange. At some point, I saw that orange had a rhyme, and it was Blorange, which is a hill in Wales, a named hill.
God damn it, Wales! That does sound like the sort of shit the Welsh language would pull. Bearing in mind, like half the time they're just like strangeness like that. And then, sometimes they're cute, adorable, silly, like the Welsh for microwave is Pop-T-Ping. They literally went Pokemon. They named it after the noise it makes.
Pop-T-Ping.
And then sometimes they have really long, stupid names, like that one Welsh place that I pronounced on a stream once, and I don't remember how it's spelled, so I'm not even going to attempt it on recording. And then, the rest of the time, they just borrow from English but don't want to admit it because they hate us English. It's true, if you go into Wales, and any Welsh people out there, try to correct me, but look into your heart, you know it's true. If you're someone who speaks English, and you go into like a Welsh shop, you can or whatever, you can hear them speak English to each other in the background. But then when they realise, oh, you speak English, and only English, oh no, we don't speak English, we're just 100% purebred Welsh. And so, they hate us. The Scots hate us, except I'm part Scottish, so technically I hate 3/4 of myself.
I mean...
And then there's the Northern Irish, and I'm not quite sure how they feel about us. Because the whole island of Ireland is just a little bit fighty and ginger hair, and there's stuff, and the iron boots will not help me make this jump. The controversy is real.
They make the jump more.
Whoa, whoa. Did I start making these weird noises in the non-dead recording, or was that after it died? Has it died yet, by the way?
I will check it out. Nope, it's still going. It's only been 8 minutes. And I've been sitting on it for most of the time. Just like sitting on the Audacity so that it can't escape my gaze.
Congratulations, it's a pineapple. And we're in the room with the demon fans. Like, they're demons who are also fans, but they're not fans, you know? Like, they're just... They blow, basically.
I'm part of the death fandom, but you don't have to be part of the death fandom to die.
Oh.
But, because you were talking about, like, dumb things in languages, I remembered this post that had a bunch of contranyms in it.
Like what? You can't just introduce a topic of conversation and not follow up on it, and also there's a chest in here that's invisible. And I missed it the first time through in the original recording, but too bad, I know it's here now, you can't fool me with your keys.
Yeah.
Wah.
Like, nonplussed?
Oh, yeah.
Or egregious? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. TV Tropes' favourite word.
And, then I guess the opposite of a contronym, flammable and inflammable.
Well, how do you define the opposite of a contronym, though?
Well, they're two words that should be opposite but mean the same thing, rather than one word that should be one thing but means the opposite things.
But I think at some point I did know the difference between flammable and inflammable. I think it's like flammable is can burn and then inflammable is can combust.
No, it's flammable was a new word for inflammable that they made because inflammable was confusing people.
Really?
Yes.
What is your sauce? Because mine is Tabasco. I've never even had Tabasco sauce.
If my keys are making loud sounds, just, I don't know, edit them out. You can do that, right? That's okay.
Whatever.
Okay, Audacity is still going. I'm still checking on that. Okay. So, flammable, according to Google, the definition is easily set on fire. Inflammable, the definition is easily set on fire. And then, this is on dictionary.com, but
This is just fascinating, by the way.
is it?
Evidently. This is the best possible commentary I could hope for this dungeon.
Perfect. Let's talk about flammable things.
The walls and floors are made of skulls, and people burn. They always burn. Ha ha!
This is what this... In the 1920s, the eagle-eyed language guardians of the National Fire Protection Association realized that many people were viewing the in inflammable as a negative prefix, and were at risk of consequently incinerating themselves at a much higher rate than was desirable.
Oh.
Good wording. And then they advocated to use flammable as the exclusive word for that instead of putting inflammable on things.
Because in can be a prefix, but in this context it was like the root word was like inflamma, the Latin for in flame.
Yes. Basically, and then it says inflammable cropped up in the early 17th century, and flammable cropped up in the early 19th century.
I suppose the giveaway is the opposite is non-flammable rather than uninflammable or unflammable.
Wait, what?
Because non-flammable it means not flammable or inflammable. Like not flammable or not inflammable, but like the opposite is non-flammable as opposed to unflammable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. They're just... petition for it to become not inflaming a babable.
Beautiful.
Not inflaming a babable.
Also, how did I do this so quickly? Because we were nearly at the end of an episode when I got to this point last time. Like, it was here that we were talking about that bloody Welsh hill, but, like, how are we... Did I miss something?
Probably because you just did it, so you just knew it better?
But I did the same stuff, though. I think the only difference is I didn't have to go back for that one key. But this is awkward because there's like 20 minutes of temple left, and we only have 10 minutes of episode left. What do? I know, we'll just cut to me playing Tetris for 10 minutes. But, oh yes, that was one thing. I was complaining about this boat. So, it's an analogy for the river Styx. And so you got this big, menacing boat with big, menacing bells, and then you turn them on, and they make these little pathetic pinkle noises. Like, no! I wanted some aggressive dong! not some tiddly pinkle.
Aggressive dong.
Aggressive dong. I know what I said. And then all went silent because just in awe of the aggressive dong.
Honestly. The non-existent aggressive dong. Schrödinger's aggressive dong.
Oh.
That's
well, fuck.
That's completely out of, like... Schrödinger's is...
I like how this boat, like this hallway spans 2 separate levels of dungeon, and so because the boat keeps going up and down, it counts me entering and leaving the room repeatedly.
Really?
Also, the boat's about to go die. But I'm on solid ground, but Navi, you are on my person, and my person is on safe ground, and I like how it just drops out of existence. Just the boat just falls.
Goodbye! See you later, nerds!
And oh look, Navi's pointing out that there's a door over there. Yes, Navi, I can see the door. I'm not, like, glasses shaming, but I can see the door.
Glasses shaming.
Is that a thing? It wouldn't surprise me if it was a thing.
Kink shaming, but with glasses.
Kink shaming, but with glasses. Also, this ruined bit of rubble is supposed to be a hint that you can blow up the this and have it do the same thing. So, the solution to this puzzle is an aggressive avian faceplant.
Is there a glasses kink? Because I feel like there's a glasses kink somewhere.
Probably somewhere within the glasses fandom.
The glasses fandom.
I would say it's funny, but it's kind of not. It's like funny in the sense that like it's not funny, but it's an observation, therefore it's linguistically. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but like my mother is long-sighted and my father's short-sighted, and I have perfect vision. I feel like I should just be blind. Like I've got the wrong combination there.
You should have just been both at once. So it's just everything is blurred.
Well, what if everything is blurred and I've just never known anything else?
That would be... Well, can you see posters in a doctor's office?
I think so. It's been a while since I've been. But what if that's the reason why I can't tell the difference between standard definition and high definition on a TV, but I can on YouTube somehow?
Well.
Also, we don't have the boss key yet, but I'm going in here because there's a gold Skulltula in here, and I want to make sure I get all the Skulltulas without forgetting about them. And that just reminded me that there's one in the room that we just left that I shall get in a moment.
Maybe YouTube has a wider gap between its highest non-HD and its lowest HD.
I just theorized that it's because it's a smaller... Like, there are more pixels... There are less pixels... There's also, that's a weird angle. There's less video, so it's more noticeable when there's less resolution.
And you're also
it's
closer to the screen.
That too.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching TV, I am the screen.
I am the screen.
I am your sandwich. We got 3 minutes of episode, and I feel like that's enough to start the next section, but not finish it, but... We did have, like, a strange amount of time left over at the end of the failed recording, so I feel like I could do the thing that I said I was going to do another time this time, you know? Well, you don't know, because I didn't say what it was, but we shall see that it happens. I nearly forgot the thing that I remembered. I say, you down there, do you want some old iron?
I nearly forgot to remember the remembering forgetting.
Isn't that one single by Shakira? Just, I've peaked. I can't outdo that punchline.
Have you seen Zootopia, by the way? Like, I'm not spoiling it, obviously, here, but it's good.
I haven't, although the only thing I know... Well, I saw the episode of Film Theory that was done about the undertones of the story of the film. So I know that, so I kind of know spoilers about it, but it's nothing I wouldn't have been able to predict from seeing it anyway. All I know about the background of the film is that it was renamed Zootropolis in Europe because they were going to open a zoo in Denmark called Zootopia, but they trademarked the name, but they haven't actually built it yet. So... They're trying to avoid copyright for a thing that doesn't exist.
There's also apparently one of the characters, I think, like, who is in a news thing or something. Just, there was a character, and in every region, it's a different animal.
So, like Pokemon, basically.
Yeah.
Because we don't have regional variation in the real world, by the way. Just so unrealistic.
Like number 666.
Ooh.
Wavy on.
I don't even want to admit how long it took me to realize just how different the regional forms of that were, because I thought I'd seen 2 different regional forms in one game, and I hadn't. And so I thought, oh, right, it's the same colors, it's got the little plinky plonks on its skin and, well, wings in a different pattern. But no, it's just different colors. And I was gonna actual mysterious, like, oh my god, there's this empty room with a chest full, and there's bombs everywhere, but there's a third dead hand, I suppose, to make up for the fact that the one in the bottom of the well is completely optional in this version.
There's a third one, just to make sure that if you went to the trouble of doing the one that was optional, you now have to do 3.
Yay!
That is specifically what it was about.
Yes, because Interns who made this game, why did you add a third dead hand? Aesthetic. And so what's inside this chest? Anything of use? I don't remember. Arrows! So no, this room was optional as well. This was optional. This entire experience was optional. The third dead hand is as optional as the first one, and it has no bonus hands and there's blood.
Bonus hands.
There's a wooden cross and there's blood on the floor. I can only assume that coupled with the dead hand is like a metaphor for a period or something. Because there's pain and there's blood and... I don't know. That's as far as I can get with that metaphor.
Death.
Anyway. I suppose I should outro because we're at 20 minutes now, so... I have been and will continue to be tessellating hexagons, and by the way, this room is not as intimidating as it is in the original, and even then, it was less intimidating in the original than I gave it credit for, but I'll explain why in the next episode so I could be clickbaity and shit. So, see you then.
Joth and I's replacement robot is also leaving.
Boo.